For me, really great UX comes down to the concept. A marketplace I worked on, it didn't work because of the concept. We thought like, okay, e-commerce concept. You have product detail pages and you use common language like buy, all that stuff, like
Yep.
transactional, like it's a transactional like concept. And when you think about art collection, you're not going to a Hobby Lobby type concept
Yeah.
to invest in art. You're going to a gallery. And it sounds like you kind of took the concept of the gallery and you put it online.
We tried. There are certain methods of pushing somebody down a funnel quickly as possible. And there's certain psychological ticks that are say things like, orange buttons convert at 0.23% higher than a red button or whatever. Like there are certain elements of like and copy that works best. And there's email headers that work best. And there's ways to tuck in H1 and H3 in a way that works best with SEO. There's all the hacks that are part of the toolbox for any marketer, any designer, anyone who's doing UX in particular, where you're really about making the process as smooth as possible. But for us, it was just like if a product can't exist on its own without those hacks, we probably don't have a product or a marketplace anyway.
Mhm.
So, we took the risk early on in saying, let's make this as pretty as we can and make it as useful as we can. We'll point them in a direction, but I'm not trying to create this direct to consumer funnel that gets somebody to accidentally make a purchase and now we got them. That was never the goal. I think a lot of products that come out now, it's almost like it's like the long con where like, God damn, man, I just bought this. Why did I get 35 emails and 30 texts and I can't unsubscribe at this point? If I want to use the discount code, I got to give you my new phone number. It's just like a nonstop flow of gotcha moments. And we try to avoid doing any of those because a gallery, like you said, if you walk into any gallery in Soho or in Chelsea or anywhere in New York, they're not on top of you telling you to buy something. If you have any questions, let me know. I think that we've always taken that approach is more like if you have questions, let us know. If not, you're an adult. I trust you to navigate yourself through this app and find something that you want. And we're here for you. If you want to ask a question, you could do that. Let me know what you need. And that's kind of how we try to structure this app from day one.
How hard was it to execute that strategy?
You know what? We got super lucky. It was easy because the money was free. Like VC money was free in 2017. So
Caught
like
the
by the time we
wave.
had a demo,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, we caught it. You need an element of luck no matter what. We definitely
Yeah.
caught that wave. But we did something where it was pretty easy back then to raise money with proof of concept and a really pretty deck. We had great conversations early on with a lot of investors, but we made the demo first and we bought the first car that became our first investment on Rally out of pocket first. So we took on as much of the risk as we could, knowing that if somebody had this product and had that design in their hand that was able to actually make that investment, that would be our aha moment for an investor, for a user, for family members, for anybody who were trying to get on board with the concept. So, because it links to so many different third parties, and it's a really complex system that we tuck behind closed doors about how the money transfers and how this SEC regulated thing becomes an investment in your portfolio. That stuff's super complex. But once the demo was done and it felt so much different than a finance app, putting it in the hands of people who had invested in finance apps and in the Robinhoods, the Betterments, the Wealthfronts, and the Acorns, they got to see and understand that it was something that was remarkably different and pretty novel in terms of a concept. It got easier to tell the story. Same thing happened with the first 200, 300 users as well. It felt so different and it was kind of done at that point too. So it wasn't like a hacky MVP that we were hoping for the best on. We kind of put the money in and put the time in and for 6 months just built it. And that was the risk of hoping that it worked out. Money being really, really easier to come by back then definitely helped, but having the demo version of the product start to finish that looks so different was a differentiator for us.